It's Week 8 of the National Football League.
And we've got the Giants' electric quarterback.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Giants and the Cowboys.
And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Ward operating from the gun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Operating from the gun. Ward. And the pressure gets to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And the Giants send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 44-yard line.
Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Dillon, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. Touchdown! Jake Ferguson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Ward. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Ward. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That one finds Hyatt. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They go right back to Singletary. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Ward. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Ward. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off play action. Ward. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the gun. Ward. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Now Ward off the play fake. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Looking to throw. Ward working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good for a Giants first down.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. Oh, Prescott stripped. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. To throw is Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Dillon, they try the left side with him. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6. Has it to Hyatt on the out route. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. The Giants at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that you're Open week comes a little bit later in the year, but when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now is 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. A nice little juke. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Ward. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The Cowboys on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. That is caught. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And again, it's Prescott. Fires a slant, completes, it's Holbert. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is Dillon on the counter. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott now from the 50. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Third down and 13. Back to throw. Ward. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far, and while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
There's Jalen Tolbert as this Dallas offense returns to the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys add 6 to their lead.
Well, this is where it pays to have a quarterback you can trust with the ball in his hands. Normally you want him throwing, or at least trying to make this an option. But here, this is a straight run, a QB draw, and he reads things perfectly and takes it into the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Looking to throw. Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up a screen for Dillon. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Able to push his way through. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense and running back Devin Singletary headed back onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jaden Daniels, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Jordan Love, strong in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 6-2 on the year. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. 24-16 was how that one finished. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And possession switching back to the New York Giants. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Ward. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 6. Play action now, Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He's got this complete to Robinson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Buying time to his left. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger from 8 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
The Giants will line up for the
Jones throwing for it. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Interference. Defense.
Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
As we've prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
Oh, no doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Prescott now. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 2. Dillon up the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
7-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And he missed it. It's no good, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the give, this is Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Now Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got Bellinger. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And his kick here is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To the right side, this is Dillon. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
First down, Dallas.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And shedding through the tackle. Down to about the 37. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. To throw is Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Prescott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
First down, Cowboys.
Prescott to throw it.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Now Dillon on the inside give, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Holding offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal.
Dillon will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Dillon again. They'll try again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from a yard out.
And the Cowboys look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. And able to get this out to the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Ward now throwing to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Ward.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Ward.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good for a Giants first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
This is caught by Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Ward
Completed to Hyatt.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
Back to throw.
Ward work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And the Giants first down.
They'll look to throw again. Incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
From the gun, a give to Henderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Lamb will go in motion. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Holding offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
A short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
At the Cowboys 42-yard.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Ward from the gun on 3rd down.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Ward. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the counter, it's Henderson. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
3rd and 3.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Cowboys,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.